Well, it's been a while since I've done a video. I've just had lots of things going on, life happening, things that took all my time and all my motivation from doing videos. But hopefully, this will get me back on a roll again. And I just wanted to do something that I'm currently working on, and we'll see how it goes. But basically, during my time away from the camera, one of the things that I acquired was a 300 Blackout, and I was loading my own ammo, but I wanted more on hand than what I was loading, so I started buying some from different manufacturers, and I was checking it with my Sheridan Ammunition Gauge. And basically what this does is it checks your loaded ammunition to make sure it's going to fit the chamber of your gun. So this is a SAMI spec chamber for the 300 Blackout. So I was checking ammo and I found stuff like this. And that's just not going to work. And the issue here, if you look at the neck, you can see that there's some lumps in it. And there was a couple of manufacturers that had that issue. So that's this is from American Quality Ammo, but it looks like they forgot the quality on some of their rounds. But this stuff back here, this is what I buy at the gun shows, is from a company called LAX, and they have excellent 45 ACP that I use in my 1911s, Chris Vector, and then they started loading the 300 Blackout, so I want to get some. Altogether, I would say I bought 750 rounds. Out of that 750, I could expect an potential issue every 33 rounds. So, I see these guys at the gun show, so I actually gave them back some of the bad ammo so that they can figure out what's going on with that. But anyhow, that was them. Like I said, this was American Quality Ammo out of a box of 200. And with this many bad, I could expect to issue every 16 rounds. This here I just got, P&W Arms. This is 400 rounds. Out of the 400, 37 are bad. And I can expect an issue every 11 rounds, which is pretty lousy. But this stuff, I had issues kind of like the other one. The round just don't drop in all the way, and I would say that the cases are not properly sized on these, so that's really too bad for them. And I also bought 200 rounds of Fiuchi, and this stuff was good. It dropped in like it should. The headspace is good, not too long, and it comes right out. Okay, so when you drop it in, it should come right out. There were some that needed a little help coming out, but I think they'll be okay to shoot. So the Fiuchi was good, and they were clean. These are real clean rounds. Some of the rounds were dirty, and if you check a lot of rounds, you got to make sure you clean out your gauge, because you could start getting rounds to stick, and there's not an issue. It's just dirty. So make sure your gauge is clean. And even if you don't have a gauge, at least visually inspect your ammo before you load them in your magazines, because you might find something like this where the lip is turned down on that. That's going to cause you some issues. And I can show you, if you do have a slotted gauge, you could potentially drop a bad round in, and it looks like it's good. Headspace looks good. It's not too long. But they do tell you to rotate the round. So if you dropped it in on the bad spot, you can rotate it, and then obviously you see the problem. But you could drop it in, and it could look good. So if you didn't have a slotted gauge, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But that's one thing you got to be aware of with the slotted gauge. So anyhow, I do have gauges for my 458 SOCOM. I got a solid gauge and a slotted gauge. Got one for the 308 Winchester. I check all my stuff, hunting rounds and anything I'm going to use for home defense. So, and that's pretty much what this is. I'm kind of in home defense mode. So, you know, this is all home defense ammo. So I want to make sure it works. My mags are ready to go, and I want to make sure they're going to fire like they're supposed to. You don't want to just throw stuff in there and it's like, oh gee, I got a jam, you know, because you got something that's not going to fit, or it's not going to eject like it should, extract. So, you know, check your stuff. You know, that it's just real important to do for home defense. You know, you know, if, you know, someone comes rolling down my street, knocking or kicking in my door, some, you know, some run-of-the-mill punk, some, let's just call them an enemy of the Constitution, foreign or domestic, you know, a Constitution hater, whatever. You know, I got stuff for them. You know, this is my run-of-the-mill punk stuff, but for those agents of tyranny, I got something special for them. I'll show you here. This is Lehigh Defense, and these are 110 grain controlled chaos bullets, and these are some nasty little projectiles. These things are solid brass. It's a pretty bullet, but it has some nasty effects once delivered. And so these things here, these are going to be my anti-tyranny rounds. So you come to my house looking for trouble where there is none, wanting to tyrannize me, I got this for you. And if by chance this don't do the job, I got something else that might. I'll show you that. Some more Lehigh Defense, and these are for the 458 SOCOM. These are 300 grain extreme penetrators. Get that to focus. There we go. Look at that. Look at that bad boy, machined from solid brass. That is one bad mamma jamma, and it's going to put a hurt on somebody who wants to violate my rights. So, you come to my house with evil intentions, tyrannical thoughts and deeds, hating the Constitution, anti-tyranny rounds for you. So, but anyways, you know, it's about, you know, checking your ammo. Whatever you got, check it. Make sure that it's going to fit your gun and it's going to fire when you want it to. That's the main thing. Check it. So I guess that's about it for this video. Like I said, you know, hopefully this gets me motivated to do some more. You know, I still want to share a lot with the 454 Casull, new things that I've learned, and reloading, and so, you know, we'll see how it goes, see how I feel. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I make some more videos.